welcome to the Weekly Wave. So you have no idea what you want to do with your life. Congratulations, you're officially normal. Some people seem to pop out of the womb knowing exactly what they want to do, while the rest of us, we're just out here trying to decide whether we actually like our hobbies or if we're just doing them out of habit. If you've been feeling lost, frustrated, or like you missed the magical passion discovery day while you were in school, don't worry, because today we're going to break down exactly how to find your passion, even if you feel like you have absolutely zero direction in life. So, here's why you don't need to have it all figured out right now. Who told you that you have to figure it out right now? Somewhere along the way, society convinced us that by age 18, as soon as you walk across the stage for graduation, that we should have a 5-year plan, a signature career move, a couple job offers on the table, and maybe even a TED Talk scheduled. But let's look at 2 key examples of why that's not always the case and could be misleading. 1, Steve Jobs dropped out of college and took a calligraphy class, which ultimately led to the Max font designs. And 2nd, J.K. Rowling, the creator of Harry Potter, didn't publish it until she was in her 30s. So, those 2 examples being said, life isn't always a straight path. It's weird, chaotic, and sometimes ridiculous. And no one actually knows what they're doing all the time. So if you feel lost, congratulations. You're with some great company. You have to stop looking for the one, in a sense. Here's a tip. Passion isn't always one thing. Some people are lucky and they know exactly what they love from an early age. But for the vast majority of the population, passion isn't something you just discover. It's something you build over time. Instead of obsessing over finding the one, like dating, start asking yourself, what do I enjoy talking about? What do I do when no one is making me? What kind of problems do I like solving? And what did I love as a kid before life told me to be, quote-unquote, practical? Passion isn't always a lightning bolt. It's a slow burn. It's a mix of curiosity, skill building, and most importantly, actually allowing yourself to have fun with life. That's the whole point of why we're here, is to enjoy our time. You have to learn to try stuff, and honestly, be okay with being bad at it. You're not going to think your way into a passion. You have to do your way into one. A lot of people sit around waiting for some magical moment of clarity, like when their head hits the pillow at night because they can't sleep until 3 a.m., that they're magically going to think of what they want to do in their life. But ultimately, clarity comes from experience. You actually have to try things. And brace yourself, you are probably going to suck at first. And that's okay. So go out. Take that random class in school that you thought was kind of interesting. Try that hobby you've secretly been interested in and you've hid from everyone. Say yes to things that make you nervous now, and be okay with looking ridiculous at first. Because honestly, here's the thing. Every expert in their field started as a beginner. Every passion started as a curiosity. So you gotta give yourself permission to experiment. You also have to pay attention to what makes you lose track of time. You ever have one of those moments where you look up and realize that hours have passed, even though it kind of felt like 3 minutes? Well, that's a major clue. The things that pull you in, the things that make you forget to check your phone, those are worth exploring. Even if they don't seem career-worthy right away, that shouldn't matter. We live in an age where anything can be monetized. Anything can be a living. So why not try? Passion doesn't always have to be a job, though. Sometimes it could just be something that makes you feel richer. And sometimes those little hobbies turn into bigger things over time. Another weird one is to follow what makes you feel jealous. Yeah, you heard me right. Pay attention to the things that make you feel jealous. Not in a toxic way. More like when you see someone doing something, like, amazing, and you think, oh, I wish I could do that too. Yeah, that feeling, That's your gut kind of telling you something and nudging you. Instead of pushing it away, ask yourself, what about this specific person's life excites me? What skills do they have that I kind of wish that I had? And can I try that thing, even just as an experiment? Sometimes your next passion is really hiding in the things you admire in other people. You also, to take a step in the right direction, have to drop the perfect passion mindset. Look, if you're waiting for a divine moment of clarity where the heavens open up and your life's purpose is revealed, you're probably going to be waiting a while. Passion isn't about perfection. Don't get those twisted. It's about curiosity. It's about what makes you excited to wake up in the morning. It's about following those little breadcrumbs until you find something that feels right to you. Some passions are obvious and some can sneak up on you, and others can take years to fully develop, but that's okay. You just gotta keep going. So if you take away anything from this particular video, here it is. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to pick one thing and stick with it forever. You can try again, switch to a different thing, try that 3 times over, and then not like it, drop it for another thing. What you do have to do is stay curious. Try things and follow what excites you. And this is a very important thing to remember. Passion isn't something you find. It's something you build. Thank you so much for listening.